Yeah, okay. Oh, God, I'm glad she didn't walk in. Right? It's like people forget it's too hard to comprehend your network. Right? So you need to give people suggestions. There's lots of examples of this on Facebook. People you may know. Here's Tom, somebody you may know. Right? That's a suggestion. You can add or you can exit. For our lists product, here's like list suggestions. Hey, here, you made this list. You put those people on it. Here's a bunch of other people we think that should be on it. Or, here's a list. Oh, it's about running. Here's friends of yours who run. So, like, do you want to add them, right? You can X them. Nope, they're not appropriate to be on this list. Or, yes, I can add them. Right? Pretty simple, pretty easy, but very, very powerful. The sixth thing is to design the feed story first. So when I say feed, specifically, I guess, for Facebook, that's news feed. But almost every single social product these days seems to have a feed of some sort, right? It's become a kind of pretty stable design pattern. Twitter is a feed. Pinterest actually is pretty interesting. It's kind of a feed. It's obviously horizontal and visual, but it's still a feed of some sorts, right? Something you scroll down through. So often what we see is, especially because I work with a lot of brands and agencies who are building things on Facebook, I see these heavyweight apps, these really rich, immersive, basically microsites, right? They're basically building destinations on Facebook. And earlier I said, stop building destinations, you need to build systems. So remember this, right? Basically, what we do, the first exercise, design exercise or creative exercise we do is design the story first, right? Because the story is a thing that shows a news feed, and that is the thing that most people experience most often. Right? That is the thing. That is how they will first experience this thing. Right? They're not going to these destinations that you're building. That's not how the web is evolving. Right? It's aggregations, real-time aggregations of all of these tiny little snippets. Right? And to me, it's no coincidence that these things are small, they're short, because that's how people interact with each other, lightweight interaction. So design the story first, and then reverse engineer whatever system you need to make it happen. So we will design the story, and then figure out what the best story is, and then decide whether we need an app or not, or we can do it in a different way. Examples of stories, so we'll basically start sketching these, not in high fidelity, obviously. We'll start sketching these. Paul went on a run using Nike. Paul likes a photo on Instagram. Like, these are the types of stories. Like, that is the best possible story that we want to tell, that we want to create, and then we'll figure out how to make that thing appear. So the seventh and last thing is design the friends experience. So typically, classic user-centered design methodology is that we only ever focus on the user, a single person, right? What personas? What is that person's experience? What are their goals? Let's design for that. But that is, to me, that's actually slightly ridiculous because nobody in this world exists in isolation of other people. We are surrounded by other people all day, every day. So we should actually be thinking about okay, well, if this is the experience for Paul, what's Paul's friends' experience? Because they're part of it too. What's Paul's friends of friends' experience? So